Warning right now for all of my friends, don't do this shit around me. I have unlocked a new character. Gay. Looks like bro blew out his front and rear main seals. Navy seals. There's shit on his butt. And PP on his dick.
Hey, hon, have you made a TikTok before?
Bro, you're gonna have a heart attack. Poo-poo Shih Tzu, that's the name of the martial art, guys. Make sure you go and Google it if you want to try it out. As you can see, it's very intense. Great for getting yourself in shape. Oh, nobody's leaving. Did that shit. I'd rather have something go in my mouth. No, I wouldn't. Actually, never mind. Smack the f out of me instead. They also studied the way gay. I already know I'm gonna love this.
They also studied the way gay and straight people talk.
It's nice to meet you. Would you like to have a drink?
Sounds straight to me.
Yeah.
And it's straight. Hi, it's nice to meet you. Do you want to go have a drink?
Gay.
Bro, it's the gay. Like that hurt her soul. It's the attitude for me. It's the way she said it. What is going on here?
You should really try the mango passion fruit seasonal beverage. It's half sweet tea, half lemon.
Oh no. Her breath stink, dude. Also, smash. Zestiest thing I've ever seen. Oh, we'll see. Who touched me? Ah! If you think about it, the way it went into his mouth is how poop actually comes out of your butt. Somebody tell me I'm wrong right now. All right, he on the ledge. Oh! No, save the bait. What are you doing this time? Bro, you gotta use them leg muscles to save the... Bro, you gotta fling the onto the ledge. Okay. He's like, yeah, that's not my baby. Middle school dances. It was already bad when I was a kid in middle school. I can only guarantee you it's gotten worse. Fortnite dances, all that shit. No, oh, you're gay. Bro, can somebody tell this dude to stop? He's the worst one. He just in the back. Yeah, Christian, get it, bro. Todd, nice one, Brad. Hey, this. Someone get the quiet kid right now. Don't lie, Nico. You know you did that shit during school. Absolutely not. I probably was the last generation of fun, cool middle school dances where grinding, but we just look retarded, humping butts. It's better than this shit. POV, watching the video of you clapping her cheeks after y'all break up. We've all done this. It's okay. Maybe more than once. Maybe more than twice. Oh, it's not an emotional thing. I'm not crying over it. I'm just trying to get that nut off and go about my day. That's it. Wait, whoa, stop. Chat, everybody sit. Has nobody done this? Guys, have you not done this shit? Israeli
Niggas.
Indian.
Yo, did somebody give the microphone? Because why did she scream that in public?
Damn.
Damn. Hey, you know what's crazy though? The dog kind of liked it. That's why he's not moving. Bark, 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 bark. Oh no, we're on a plane. No is allowed on planes. Like absolute zero. Don't ever
Oh my god.
tell me that on a plane. Immediately in my head, I'm like, she's telling me God loves me because she's about to hijack the plane. Oh my god!
PTSD be like, wow.
Oh my god! Forget baseball. Did y'all see this dude's horse penis?
All right,
oh, that's
listen.
dangerous, bro.
I'm gonna
He's
make
got
this
a
very
bat in
quick
his
and easy
hand.
for
He's
you.
always ready. Am I
Give me
gay?
the cheese, and I don't break your
Oh, fuck! I was so
Simple
focused on penis, I
transaction.
totally forgot. I don't know why
Give
I
me the
want to rewind
cheese.
it back. I don't know if
I
it's
don't
for my
break
boy
your
here
fish.
catching with his third leg or my boy getting hit in the face with the camera. He said you're not even the fart. Is that a real alligator crocodile?
What's up,
Oh,
sweetheart?
bro, I'm not even a queef, dude. I'm nothing. He can call me whatever he wants. What the f am I gonna do? It's not racist. Oh,
What,
hey,
hon?
This is gonna be good.
It's not racist. If you as a black man write the N-word in a text message to me, and in my head I read that word, that's not racist.
What? That's not racist, bro.
That's
If
not racist at all.
Then everybody who says it is plotting for white people's failure. Let me know down below in the comments. Is that racism or no?
If the N-word's racist, then black people are racist.
Whatever, dude.
I'm gay for straight up.
I'm all for interracial stuff, guys. So, yeah, brother, spread your love, dude. Yeah, spread that love, brother. Yeah.
I am out of. Address me as it. I'm transgender.
He's trying to find himself. 15 beers deep. My best friend and me working together. How the is that gonna work? Use your head. No. He's like, y'all mother stupid. This is what happens when you don't do your math homework, guys. Give her a taste of her own medicine. You're like, hey, shut the f up, dude.
So a lot of people have been calling me a driller recently.
A driller?
And I ain't a driller.
I ain't not a driller.
Yeah, so hey, cough, man. Cough. Big collar. Driller. You cough.
Golf right, don't you right about now? Pull them goddamn tee down your trousers, you fucking This is what you missed out on, Sydney. Show Sydney what she's missing out on. Oh, no, bro. I guarantee you there's a hole in that wall. There was never a Sydney. He's like, no. There was. She's just not with us anymore. What? It makes my butthole tighten because I'm scared. All right, school. We're at school.
You wanna be my girlfriend?
Save me from Bro, they broke up 1 hour later because he didn't
Bro.
get back. How did he fall with hair and get up with a haircut? Bro, he about to sucker punch the out of this guy's temple. Oh, damn, bro, your booty. What? Didn't he have dreads? Homie, me. Is your car okay, homie? Car?
Her?
You gay. I guess he wasn't scared.
He's all scared. I see you. You're scared.
Damn, bro. Hey,
Bro,
I'm talking to him
what
like
the
a
fuck?
trailer crash test. Bro, living his best life? What are you doing, step trailer? Don't touch random dogs. You agree? Absolutely. Who are you? Dude, yeah, bro. Hey, give that dog a treat. God, I wish that was it.
Oh no!
2020 was something else. It sure was, dude. Feel nauseous. I have to shit. That's crazy. I did not consent to this at all. I didn't mean to pause it on mannequin and hand on mannequin, but okay. The sniff is crazy. I wouldn't even sniff. I'd wait till I get home.
If you saved $1 a day for a year, do you know how much money you have? Roughly $30,000. If you go to a restaurant and you're like, oh, what am I going to eat for dinner? Like, that's the wrong mindset. You should be thinking, how can I buy this?
Hitting a woman is not always the answer, even though it may feel like it every once in a while. And I don't know what type of mathematics this is, but I never took that shit. Oh, they about to get it, bro. Oh, no.
Oh my
You have a
god.
bright future, okay? I know your parents want you to do
No,
all the math,
just
all the homework,
never
all the
again.
violin lessons, okay? Go get it done. Bro's friends will never believe this. Bro, where are you going? What the f is this device? Yo, this fish is getting sucked up from the back, dude. Oh, this fish is not having a good time. The fish is gonna die. Let's give all the fishes traumatic brain injuries. Bad Boys 4 filming. You know what? I feel bad, Lightweight, for the actors and shit who gotta film in public and they just like on boxes and shit. Lightning strikes plane twice on takeoff. Better land the plane immediately. Hey, you know what's crazy though? No bullshit. I watched Cars 2 like 3 days ago. That's crazy that that movie came out like almost 10 years ago. No, more than like 10 years ago, and it's still better than half the shit we got right now. This the type of music I've been looking for. Oh, don't be. Why the f it gotta be 90 degrees in here, bro? That's some goddamn bullshit. Man, the type of crazy we deal with just for butt cheeks. Like, that's crazy. You think about it, we're actually insane. Like, we are for sure worse than them. The one friend with no social cues.
Everybody's gotta say it.
He was the quiet kid in school.
Okay, everybody's gotta say it. 13. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Yeah, boy better be careful. He for sure got his master's degree. You never know what's gonna come out of his mouth. Virginity rocks, brother.
Not that much. That's a lot. Hey, that is just a lot. It's not that much. Wow. It's not that much. Wow.
When you invite the Downey kid to the party.
You really want to know? How much? Yeah.
What you got, Terry?
Terry, for a reason, 69.
Oh, he's not having it. Okay, we struck a nerve. Everyone be careful. Make sure he doesn't put his hands in his pockets. Go.
What's your opinion?
I see your avatar's optimization is faint cheese. That's not a
That's why he's like, oh shit, 13's cool.
Oh, fuck you, your chat rat.
Sounds like somebody's just a little jealous. Speak now or never. Yelling. My boy got the Madden hit stick. Okay, sometimes I keep comments to myself.
The most asked question I get is, how are you so good?
Hey, bro, same shit here, brother.
The answer is, I don't know.
Says every employee at the drive-thru.
Bro.
I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules. Let's see what I control. We can get ourselves into.
So sue me for being thorough. I want to know that you know what the plan is.
Look, seriously, mate. How many artifacts do we need to steal before you trust me with these jobs?
Well, I just want to make sure you know what's happening. We're gonna get the treasure. We're gonna get out of there. And we also have to we must get it. That's the most important thing. So be on your A game. We go now.
I got to drive the car today because it's my
Don't let him get in the car. Please don't let him. He's driving. Whatever.
Bloody hell. More importantly, since when did we have a rat problem?
We don't. Get in. Let's go. Speed it up. Yeah, that's the speed I'm looking for. That's the type of fastness I want. I don't even know where you're going at this point. We've been driving all night.
It's my birthday.
Hey, you're running over a guy right now. Are you fucking serious?
Remind me next time we do this. I'll get my nan to drive.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah, you over the dancing. It's actually $10 to dance in this building. You're gonna have to get this car right at guy.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, may I have the attention of the class? My name is Dick Dastardly Ritchie, and I'm here to take the treasure chest that's in the back room. Go get it, boys. I'll follow you in. And let me tell you something, clerk. If you as so as...
What's up, guys? Scotty here. I'm back with my friend Big Jiggly Panda, and today we're going to be reacting to Smitty edgy moments. Because that little milk bag, he can be sick sometimes, maybe even racist.
I'm not even lie. I thought you said Smitty's edging moments, and I got really excited to watch this video with you.
That's next week. Next week.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you gotta check the schedule.
My bad. Oh, sorry. Let me go ahead and put my pants back up.
So, without further ado, let's jump on in. Oh my god. Actually,
Yeah, sweetheart. What's up?
Nailed it.
I love you a lot too, sweetheart. In fact, here, cheese.
Say what now?
Wait, what? Nothing. It immediately turned into a white Jeep as soon as he said that.
Puts a box around us. I love you even more.
He modded the game to be racist.
Love you. I eats the box. I was hungry.
That's targeted.
I was just watching some YouTube.
Yeah, that feels
well, you know, live streaming.
Where did that come from? You look so goofy as SpongeBob on a little fucking bike.
Right? God damn it. Guys, I don't deserve this.
That's
the acceptance of defeat there.
Yeah.
I just want to kill Brizzy.
Holy fuck! Holy shit! Patrick just committed a hate crime.
That's years of pent-up rage.
Yeah, he's like, all I've got is this fucking rock, and you have a pineapple?
Right, and you're always fucking teasing me about it.
He's like, why I got the cops on me? He's just beating people up.
Oh my god!
That was...
Matt has got to stop visiting us in Tennessee.
Yeah, there was some passion behind that one.
Yeah, he spent so much time here. He was channeling his American.
Hey, what the fuck? Line up in a straight line!
He pushes the black guy out of the way.
What the fuck?
What the hell was that?
Some sort of fucking jetpack. John stole my flow. What the fuck?
Dude, look how long this fucking legs are.
They're obnoxiously long.
Bro got stretched.
Someone fucked up the import of that model.
What do you mean? That looks perfect. Just how it looks in the movie.
Remember that room with the Christmas tree?
What Christmas tree? One all the way downstairs.
The watermelon Christmas tree. That's racist as fuck. It's decorated with watermelons.
That's actually insane.
It is exactly as he described.
It is.
I don't think that makes it any less racist, though, does it?
I don't know. Maybe the person whose tree it is just likes watermelon.
That's all they live off of, actually. That's the only food they've ever experienced. That looks like every average single man's house, too, by the way. That's how most of them are laid out.
Actually, he's actually got chairs. They're not folding.
Well, yeah, but they're not really pointing at anything in the house either. They're just sort of there.
Yeah, bro don't even have a TV.
No, he's got the watermelon tree. What else does he need to stare at? Look at that beautiful, graceful creation.
Ooh, pigs to the left, I mean right, fuck.
Yeah, actually, they're pretty far.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Or it's crazy you don't know his rights.
Damn.
What you mean by that?
God damn it, Matt.
I mean, I'm kidding. I know exactly what you mean by that.
Shut up.
Damn. I mean, I don't think that was racist. He just doesn't know his lefts from his rights.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Totally family friendly and inclusive.
Come on, fellas.
No, we went through. Oh, God, guys. What? He's aggroing me. Wait, who's he chasing?
That's
I
got
went
to be
there,
racist.
Yo.
Damn.
What are you
Wait, he went through.
Whoa, what's going on?
I'm going back. I'm going through.
What happened? I didn't do anything. I just walked through.
Man,
Where are you?
must have had some cops roll through that.
He's literally,
Damn.
he's literally not fighting anyone.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that pig.
Go up to him,
Why did
Brizzy.
you chase me back here, bro? He wanted a hug. Bitch ass. Why would you? Bitch ass. No. Oh, that's not good.
Man, they're gonna hear about this in
Oh.
the nether.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
I'm pulling up with his sword in there.
They're gonna hear
Grizzly wanted posters all around the nether.
Bro, that wasn't racist. That was just police brutality. Well, I guess that is kind of racist, huh?
Yeah, they immediately
Inherently.
went for the one black guy.
Yeah. He was just standing his ground.
Yeah, I don't know that the Nether is in Florida. I don't know that the Nether is a stand your ground state.
That's
Wow.
I want everyone to know I'm not culturally appropriating on purpose, okay?
I feel like Slat's shot was racially motivated.
Kill a minority.
What?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have taken that bait and immediately shot someone that was not white.
Yeah, I mean, for the content, right? That's the
Uh-huh.
only reason.
For sure.
I thought so.
Alright, you guys want to play tutorial map? Dwarven dungeon?
Dwarven dungeon. Yes.
Dwarves.
Little people, little people, little people, little people.
Brian.
Making little forge hammers inside of volcanoes and stuff.
He got a point.
Okay. They live in mountains, not volcanoes.
Send all the little people into a dying sun.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
I want you to like know what's this dude's username?
When even Smitty is at a loss for words,
Right?
you know something's up.
Kinda.
Hey, man, I don't know what my reaction to that would be either. Like, what do you say? Like, shit. Send me there with him? Like, get me out of this world? I have no idea.
Of omniscience certain.
You're getting arrested.
He's
You're not
just, what
dying.
you looking at, bro?
Kinda.
I know.
Ah.
What the fuck?
Dude,
Okay, that's what your name is.
What the fuck? Didn't even say a word or ask for identification or anything. Just straight up pulled it out and started shoot.
Right at Grizzy.
Oh my god, dude. The American justice system just cannot escape the stereotypes, even in video games.
Life imitates art.
Yeah. Let's go visit Shrunk.
Wait.
I'm gonna go get Shrunk. I'm running all the way to Shrunk's house.
How'd you make Grizzy laugh? Say name incorrectly.
Exactly. Gribbit.
Exactly.
No, not my name.
Nelson.
Gribbit.
Die.
Oh no, Nelson died.
I could say something else.
Like what?
Nelly? What do you mean by that?
So
I never even
taken,
thought
sir.
about Nelly. Now I've got fucking early 2000s hip hop songs stuck
Hey,
in my head.
honey.
If you wanna go and take a ride with me. Sorry, I forgot we're reacting.
Oh,
here.
honey, pool.
Amazing work over here.
You there?
Oh shit!
Oh my god, it's LeBron James.
Oh, love.
Oh my
Holy
god!
fuck.
He's wearing a ski mask.
Yeah, it did actually just look like a ski mask.
Yeah, he just...
Sweet pea there? Hello? Hey, Sweet pea, can you hear me? You might need to rejoin the call. Oh, there you are. I love you. You love me more. I love you more than anything in the whole wide world. Except for this carrot. Hand you this carrot. Now I have twice the love for you. Hello! Aw, now triple times the love.
What?
What the hell did I just... Hold up. I just cut back to this thing. It just said the N-word.
Mad. It sounds like an old Call of Duty lobby.
Wait, does it actually mean fine gentleman? Is that what that subtitle meant?
No, I think that's just because the editor was not going to type it.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah, you got a point.
I'm not. No worries.
What? What? What the fuck? What was that? Dude, the AI was mad. It sounded like an old Call of Duty lobby.
Wait, does it actually mean fine gentleman? Is that what that subtitle meant?
No, I think that's just because the editor was not going to type it.
Ah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah, you got a point. Wow, this is awful. Wow.
I like that they took turns. That was nice of them. Nice of them not coming at the same
whack-a-mole, dude. I can't believe what that is.
Eli, we could really use you right now.
Not bad.
Yeah, you like kind of beyond that you would abandon the game.
Yeah, our...
Sort of weird.
We have a...
Makes me kind of... Well, I don't have the revolver.
We have a racial imbalance now. It's not right. You like,
I wonder if I should use that pickup for now.
Yeah, for sure, bud.
He was just calling him back.
Check it out right now. Give me just a moment, you guys. We're about to change the scene.
Yeah.
Hello, Val. Hi, Val.
It was for the person that painted it on there, yes.
Yeah. There's another conundrum for you. Is it racist to make someone else's face black?
There you go. I didn't commit the blackface. I merely painted it.
Loophole.
There you go.
Hey guys, I got a question. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's been
Go home.
Ben 10? I don't know. I didn't watch that show.
Say what?
Kind of goated show. Mainly because I thought one of the characters was trans.
Holy fuck! That's incredible.
That's such a good joke.
This dude got the tetanus knife, bro.
What knife even is that? I don't read Korean.
And that's Japanese.
Oh, you just know every Asian language? What are you, Asian?
That in itself is a
Well, that was wild. Hey, man, John was just asking a legitimate question, right?
I agree.
Probably just could have worded it a little better.
You look like that little TikTok gnome in your little green. Fucking going around.
What's a TikTok gnome? What is he talking about?
Fucking idea.
Cool.
Don't like cash registers and shit.
What the fuck is that?
Remember? As long as you're not
I don't
alone
remember.
with him, he's fine. Remember? You just need to not be alone with him.
Dude, that sound effect was.
That was pretty loud. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Let's see here. See if we can add some stuff. It's about to capture at source. Let's see here. VR chat spout at source. There we go. Alright, there we go. Live overlay, let's turn that off and lock it. And then just put that there. Let's see here. Let's put that there. No, we'll unlock that one. There. How are you guys doing? You doing okay? Location audio. Chat audio. Chat audio.
What are you gonna write? What are you gonna You cannot just type a racist to be racist.
It's not that simple. You actually have to act it out.
Yes.
You can't just talk the talk.
Yes.
You have to walk the walk.
Quit being a pussy.
You cannot just be the boy that cried the N-word. You have to actually. I don't know where I'm going with this one.
I was ready for the ride.
It was gonna be a rocky
there we
one.
go.
We're just gonna go ahead and get off the car now.
Not seeing enough clan tags, guys.
What?
Not see enough clan members.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
TCIG, what does that stand for?
This clan is gay.
Nice.
Let's see here. Chat.
Not good word.
Let's see here. Chat box.
This clan is full of nincompoops.
Rizzy, where the racist meter at right now? What we reading on the racist meter?
It's just like an orange and a.
It's up there.
Made it better. Is that okay? I heart black.
God damn it.
That's fantastic.
He loved black.
They really do have such good group chemistry. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. We just got no go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else. He's actually what carried the Van Oz crew for the last 15 years. It's been Nogla all along.
Something like that.
My Nogla.
My motherfucking Nogla.
My man.
Wait, who am I buying? Me.
Oh no!
He got me.
You can't buy them anymore. You can't buy them anymore.
I bet you go far enough south, you can find some.
You
If
honestly
really
are
wanted to.
probably right.
If you really wanted to. Go to like the most rural part of like Alabama that you can find, or as deep into the Appalachian Mountains as you can.
If you think you can't buy them anymore, you are not looking hard.
Right. What are you going
You cannot just to be racist.
It's not that simple. You actually have to act it out.
Yes.
You can't just talk the talk.
Yes.
You have to walk the walk.
Quit being a pussy.
You cannot just be the boy that cried the N-word. You have to actually... I don't know where I'm going with this.
I was ready for the ride.
It was going to be a rocky one. We're just going to go ahead and get off the car now.
Not seeing enough clan tags, guys.
What?
Not seeing enough clan members.
There we go. Yep.
I changed it.
TCIG, what does that stand for?
This clan is gay.
Nice.
Oh.
What did you type?
N for not good. N is for
Not good word.
not good. Not good word. That would be racist.
This clan is full of nincompoops.
He typed in the short N-word.
It's up there.
Made it better. Is that okay? I heart black.
God damn it.
That's fantastic.
We love black.
They really do have such good group chemistry. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. We just got no glue.
Yeah. Nothing else. He's actually just what carried the Van Oz crew for the last 15 years. Been Nogla all along.
Something like that.
My Nogla.
My motherfucking no glue.
My man.
Wait, who am I buying?
Me. I bought you, don't get me.
Puffer did buy me.
That's fair. He got me.
And now wait, this gotta be racist because you have
I love this hot tub. It's really nice.
You can't buy them anymore.
I bet you go far enough south, you can find some.
You
If
honestly
really
are
wanted to.
probably right.
If you really wanted to. Go to like the most rural part of like Alabama that you can find, or as deep into the Appalachian Mountains as you can.
If you think you can't buy them anymore, you are not looking hard enough.
This man.
Of course, I'm underwater.
Damn.
Oh my god, I can't wait for February to be over.
I see your avatar's optimization is being cheap. That's not a compliment.
Motherfucker runs off, I hope.
You go out of your way to personally mail him racist remarks.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, it just has like little wax stamps in calligraphy.
It's like the SpongeBob essay.
I feel like this is the Muppet Trees or some shit.
Holy shit.
I don't know how we're supposed to edit this into the video.
They found a way.
Thank you, editor.
Dude, editor killed it.
Why don't you even say it like your people too?
What do you mean, you people?
I said your people, alright? It's a little less insensitive than you people, okay?
He got a point. Helicopter, helicopter. Rocket launcher, rocket launcher. That was incredible. You know what? I like this sweaty fella.
And he's pretty funny. I'll have to check out his channel one day and maybe even subscribe. Or maybe I won't subscribe and I'll just watch his videos with ad block on. Like every other person on YouTube.
Basically re-upload them.
Yeah, I would never do that to somebody's content.
Never. We're not that guy, pal. That's it for this video, guys. If you guys liked it, hit that like button, subscribe down below. If you're new, check out my friend Big Jiggly Panda. I will leave a link to his channel in the description below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
You said link in the description below and I looked up.
Yeah, you might be stupid.
How do I know you're the real Lucas and that I wasn't hacked? Tell me something only I would know. actually do me a favor? Tell me something only Cookie would know. Alright, I got a question. Something that you should know. Here's it. Was I staff for your bar? You should know this answer. Did I used to be staff for your bar? Was the yes for the staff thing? Alrighty, give me a second. Give me a second. Hold up. Alrighty. Give me a sec. I'm checking real quick. Give me a moment. I doubt we I'm gonna be honest. Wait, what? I don't remember. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't remember having sex in Sunset with you. Oh, I know one. I know. Actually, you know what? Oh, you would notice. But I'm gonna unban you and I'm gonna unblock you. It was, I think it was either January or February, the 14th. What? Okay, what avatar were you wearing when we were in the potato bar? I know exactly what avatar you were. What avatar did you wear when we were in the potato bar? I know exactly which one it is. This one's very easy. If you can't even get this right. Okay, that's fair. Okay, give me a second. Cookie dough. Your ban has been revoked. You answered correctly, so. Alright, there we go. And there we go. You can join back now. Okay, you can join back now, just a heads up. I'll be right back. I gotta close my window. Sweetheart, you there? Sweetie, hello? Or is... Okay, there we go. I really don't think I should invite them back. Yeah, I think I'll keep them banned because I don't think I should invite them back. It's not safe. Plus, I doubt they're gonna join anyway, so whatever. If they really wanted to join back, they would unfriend all those people, not let me deal with that stuff. So, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I think I'll keep them. Fine, I'll leave them up their band then, I guess, because I really don't care. Relieve their bed right now, but I doubt they're gonna join at all. Oh well, not care. There's no way. There's no way that one's orange. Bruh. Bro, that's way too rural. Bro, square watermelon, really? Hello? Sweetheart? Are you okay? Hello? Let's see, 544. Okay, let's see here. Video player. And then we'll just go right here.
And this looks phenomenal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's so perfect.
Who's the idiot sandwich now, boy?
You look like so many globes. Jesus.
Adds a little bit of complexity.
And it kind of tastes like Gordon Ramsay too.
You know what I think we need with these watermelon sandwiches? Some watermelon fries. And we're not just making any ordinary watermelon fries. We're making crinkle cut fries.
Ooh, my favorite.
We'll slice open our watermelon, and then we need to make one large slice, just like this. Next, I'm gonna just trim off all of that watermelon rind.
And then it's time to crinkle cut. After we're done cutting all our fries, we got a beautiful plate of watermelon fries.
That's a perfect crinkle cut fry.
I personally like to have mine with yogurt for dipping. But you know what? We're still missing just one thing.
Oh, watermelon seeds?
We've been using watermelons all day, but we haven't even seen any seeds yet. It's extremely hard to even find watermelons that actually have seeds in them nowadays.
But luckily, I carry a few extra watermelon seeds in my back pocket.
This right here is what I call a nice square meal for the day. How is it?
Delicious. The yogurt adds a beautiful touch to it.
And the watermelon PB&J is phenomenal.
You know, like what I like to do with my sandwiches? Take some fries, dip it in the sauce, place it on top of the sandwich.
What?
There, my friends. That's the way you eat a sandwich.
That right next to.
The watermelon seeds broke my teeth.
We've got quite a few leftovers here, so we're gonna turn these into our next watermelon experiment.
Also, hi Frederick. Welcome back.
First, I'm gonna chop these up into little cubes.
And while Patrick's doing that, I'm gonna start prepping our yogurt. I will then start scooping these cubes into our bowl, and once we have enough, I can start mixing this up to make our nice watermelon yogurt mix.
We'll also add a few extra watermelon seeds into the mix.
We didn't want you to have to sit around and wait, so we've actually already prepped some of these nice frozen yogurt patties.
But there is still one more step. We're gonna carefully dip our frozen yogurt watermelon into some chocolate.
And the key is making sure you move fast because the chocolate will very, very quickly melt that yogurt.
Once they're frozen, we got this beautiful watermelon yogurt part.
Crunch. Oh, that's so good. Wow, and look at the inside. Look at the cross-section of this.
I can't complain. Coming off of that delicious yogurt bark, we're gonna take some inspiration from our science buddy, Mark.
A little while back, he made this really cool naked watermelon, and we want to see if we can do the exact same thing right now.
Yeah.
Patrick is going to take both sides of the watermelon and hollow them out so we have our watermelon shells. And on this side, I'm just trying to remove all of the white part until I barely just sort of start seeing pink. Once my watermelon looks something like this, I'm going to take a rough sponge, slowly shave it down, and smooth it out on the outside, with the ultimate goal that this is going to perfectly fit just inside of Patrick's two shells.
And just a few minutes later, we're getting closer to getting that perfect fit.
Time for the moment of truth. Here we go. Wow!
Here it is, the naked watermelon.
Aesthetically, it's
Amazing.
perfect.
You almost don't even want to cut into it.
Using some of the watermelon rind scraps from the naked watermelon, I have crafted a pair of watermelon shoes. We're gonna see how many steps Patrick can take in these.
What?
And thanks to today's sponsor, Bombas, I also got you these socks so your feet look like watermelons when you put these on. I don't know how great those shoes will be, but those socks are gonna be just fine.
I don't
I'm
like
also wearing them,
sponsors.
whether you're running, cooking, hiking. Our beautiful fruit salad bowl is filled with watermelon, but it also has blueberries, gooseberries, and so much more.
And I love gooseberries.
You've never had a gooseberry.
I know. Whoa, very party, sweet, a hint of goose.
Let's turn this into a smoothie.
Genius. Go ahead and dump this into the blender. Oh, don't forget the gooseberries, Nick.
Then just a little bit of yogurt.
I think you first gotta plug it in.
Yeah. Pour it in.
Fill that cup all the way to the top.
Last but not least,
What?
pick a hand. Okay, you got to pick one.
We got umbrellas, dude.
For real, they really got umbrellas for their drinks.
Umbrellas? This is so fancy.
This isn't fancy. Watermelon caviar is fancy.
First, we're gonna measure out a 1/3 cup of watermelon juice, toss that into a pan.
And then we'll heat it up until it just slowly begins to bubble.
And once it's nice and warm, we're gonna go in with a 1/4 teaspoon of agar-agar powder.
If you've never heard of that, it's basically just a seaweed powder that chefs use once in a while.
Once the agar-agar powder has dissolved, it's time. This is a glass of oil that's been in the freezer for about 1 hour.
All we have to do is put a few nice drops of our watermelon mixture in the top, and they should slowly fall into these perfect little circles. You want to try?
Can I try? Caviar is usually expensive, but if you want to make it at home, I guess this is an affordable option right here.
And the coolest thing is you can make caviar with every fruit you could possibly think of. It's just a little bit of science.
To finish the caviar, we're going to strain out all the oil.
And once we give it a quick rinse, we're left with these beautiful watermelon pearls. Now as for how we use this watermelon caviar, it's time to make a bit of watermelon sushi.
What?
It turns out you can turn watermelon into something that looks exactly like tuna.
Oh, that was insane. It also came with a seafood container.
Looking at this is almost unbelievable. It is remarkably similar to fish.
It also smells like tuna, which is mind-blowing.
This was marinated in a bunch of Japanese ingredients for several days. That's how it achieves this soft and floppy, almost fish-like consistency that we have here.
But if you look closely enough, you can still tell it's water.
I think I know why people are doing the right thing, because it's their birthday.
Slice this fish at an angle, just as the Japanese sushi chefs do. That's insane
let's-
how much this looks
I'm
like.
gonna make this very quick and easy
And
for
do
you.
a nice clean
You
slice
give me
through
the
the fish. And it's
cheese,
funny, as much
and
as
I
it
don't break
looks
your
like
fist.
tuna, it still cuts
Simple
sort of like
transaction.
watermelon.
You
Give me
see
the
the white
cheese.
stuff in there? Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
almost
don't
like
like
the
the
muscle or the fibers inside of a fish.
To make our nigiri now, grab a piece of fish, then wet your hand
Please
a
tell
little
me I
bit,
can
grab a little bit of
turn
sushi.
these
You wanna
guys
be nice and
off.
gentle with it so it doesn't compress too much and there's still air between all the grains of rice. And you sort
Please,
of touch
for the
down
love of
inside the fish
God.
itself. Go ahead and lay that across the top of your nigiri. And just like that, you have a beautiful piece of tuna nigiri. To finish these off, we have to put some watermelon caviar on top.
I can't believe you could do something like this.
This is 100% watermelon and rice.
I don't think anyone's gonna believe you. It looks too real. Wait a second. This tastes like sushi. I'm not even joking right now. This tastes like sushi.
Yeah.
Because of that marinade.
Yeah. We did something unbelievable here, Patrick. A blue watermelon would be even more unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Let's check on it.
Yeah.
Take your guess. Did it work?
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say no. Close your eyes.
Please be, please be, please be, please be. No!
This right here is the world's only piece of blue watermelon.
It's blue! And even though that hack didn't work, luckily we have another one called the watermelon windmill. The way it's supposed to work is we run this tool all the way across the watermelon and it's supposed to cut out perfect watermelon squares. No way.
Wait, that's crazy.
So perfect. Look at that.
For not having to do any work.
I know, this is effortless.
I gotta say, I think this device is probably cooler than the slicer that we used earlier on the Midnight Watermelon.
Yeah, I agree.
Once we're left with all these nice little watermelon cubes, we're gonna do two different things with them. First up are these watermelon feta skewers. Maybe you've thrown them on the grill at some point at home, but even though they may look simple, they are delicious.
And as a finishing touch, we're gonna go ahead and garnish this with some fresh mint.
This is definitely nice, but the other way to use the cubes I find to be a lot more creative.
Another use for the cubes that we got are watermelon ice cubes.
And we're gonna quickly move on to actually use these ice cubes for something. We'll take it to the next level by making fruit-infused water.
We're gonna toss in our ice cubes. Coming. Oh!
So what you do is you go like this.
Whoa!
All we do now is fill it to the top with water, then close our lid, and we're left with this amazing watermelon-infused water.
Wait, why don't we just make watermelon juice? The way this works is actually simple. We're gonna cut a hole on top of the watermelon, just big enough to fit in our immersion blender. And once it's loose, we're gonna go ahead and over the top.
And that hole should be just big enough that we can fit this immersion blender into the top. That's perfect.
Oh my goodness, dude.
All you really have to do is just spin the immersion blender around, and it turns everything inside this watermelon into juice. Woo. Now that our entire watermelon has been juiced, we'll pour this in.
Oh my God.
And now that our watermelon is hollow, it's time for the next hack. We're basically gonna turn this watermelon into a drink dispenser.
And once I make the perfect hole, I'm gonna go ahead and insert the spout.
And then on the other end, I'm gonna come with this little screw on the inside so it holds it in place. How does it feel? Now we can actually put back in the juice. Perfect, perfect. And we can place it in the lid.
That's so awesome. And here it is, our delicious watermelon tap.
We still haven't even done the most exciting part.
How nice is that?
We have one more great use for the watermelon tap. If you want to make a refreshing summer meal, you can actually make an amazing watermelon noodle bowl. As you can see, we still have plenty of watermelon juice left in our watermelon tap. At which point, I'm gonna just put in these matcha noodles, and that's really it.
Oh wow, it actually updates real time.
You know what? Actually not that bad.
Is it good?
Yeah, it has that hint of watermelon and the green matcha. I'll be right. Thank you. We still have some leftover watermelon juice, so now we're going to be making watermelon soda. First, we're going to just go ahead and pour the watermelon juice into the bottle.
Once we filled this up to the line, Patrick's going to go ahead and lock this in, and then we just crank it down, right?
Yeah, this is scary. Oh my.
You got to be a little more gentle. It's a light touch.
I went hard.
Hear that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Watermelon soda.
Yeah?
Woo! Let's put on our lab coats. I want to carbonate a whole watermelon now, not just the juice.
Ooh, let's do it.
This is going to take a little time. To begin, Patrick's going to fill this red cooler with a bunch of dry ice. And once we have a nice layer on the bottom, I'm gonna bring these to the edge, and then I'll cover it up with towels so we protect our watermelon.
Once our dry ice is prepped, we're gonna go ahead and add in our sliced water.
It might sound crazy that these are gonna get carbonated, but as you can see, the reason we're wearing lab coats is there's a little bit of science happening here.
So what happens is that the dry ice, the air in the dry ice goes into the watermelon, and then it fizzes the watermelon. Should we just... It gets a carbonate.
The key is we cannot put these latches down because if we do, the gas can build up and explode.
You said you have insurance?
That means that the only final step to prepping our carbonated watermelon is to wrap this entire cooler in plastic wrap. What this is gonna do is hold all of that gas inside this little chamber here, forcing it into the watermelon, and hopefully when we open this in a bit, that watermelon is gonna have a bunch of bubbles.
We're gonna go ahead and put this off to the side and come back to this later.
Continuing on in our journey of science, we're gonna make some liquid nitrogen ice cream. So here's how this is gonna go down. First, we need to make our ice cream mix. We're going to go in with, very simply, some melted vanilla ice cream. Next, we've made some fresh watermelon juice, and I'm gonna start mixing. You stop when you feel like we have enough watermelon flavor.
I think that's good right there.
Beautiful.
So we've essentially made watermelon melted ice cream right now.
Precisely. Now, we're about to do the real science. I'm gonna slowly pour in the liquid nitrogen. As I pour it into there, it's going to turn miraculously from this liquid that we have right now into ice cream.
Okay, so now I'm gonna lower in the whisk. I'm gonna start off at a very low speed.
Here we go.
Careful. No way.
This is amazing.
You can see after our first pour, it has thickened up a lot.
I think this is one of the coolest things that we've ever cooked. That's it. We're good.
That's nuts.
I mean, if that's not ice cream, I don't know what is. It's been a pleasure doing science with you, Patrick.
It's the best.
We even did it in a heart shape for all the subscribers since we love them so much.
I think it tastes better off the whisk.
This looks perfect.
This looks amazing.
Wow.
It could look a little better if we give it a topping.
How about some freeze-dried watermelon?
This one's gonna be really simple. Patrick and I bought a very expensive freeze-dry machine.
Can you demo me?
Yeah, I'll do it later. Patrick is gonna cut this now into some nice cubes, which hopefully, if our freeze-dry machine actually works, will turn into these beautiful freeze-dried watermelon cubes. And once we've fully filled up one of our freeze-dry trays, I'm gonna toss that right into our freeze-dry machine. A couple hours later, fast forward to our perfectly freeze-dried watermelon. The watermelon has become really light and almost fluffy. Try one.
Wow, that was delicious.
That's what the astronauts eat. We're gonna crumble it onto the top of our ice cream.
And to finish it off, we're gonna add in some chocolate chips to give it that watermelon seed.
Now that
That's amazing.
let's take a nice good scoop of this.
Whoa.
Good? Oh. Brain freeze? Mm-hmm. We can take the lab coats off.
Okay.
Going off the theme of freeze drying, let's dehydrate. A while back I saw Max the Meat Guy make these watermelon Doritos. So the way this one works is actually really simple. All we have to do is cut our watermelon into nice thin strips like this, and once I do that, Patrick is gonna take this triangle mold
And just cut some triangles out of the watermelon.
So the next part's easy. Now that we have our watermelon slices, we're gonna lay them across our dehydrator here.
Sprinkle it with my favorite seasoning technique. Get a nice even layer on there.
And then when that's finished, we'll put the next rack on top of our dehydrator and repeat.
Once it's all stacked up, we're just gonna go ahead and pop the cover on and just turn on our dehydrator. Now we just wait for 7 hours.
Fast forward. They're done.
That was easy.
This looks dangerously similar to a Dorito.
You know what's missing is we need some salsa.
Watermelon salsa.
First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and throw in some mint leaves.
And I'll follow that with a little bit of chopped red onion.
Every good salsa comes with some jalapenos.
And you can't miss out on the cilantro, although I know it might taste like soap to some of you. Not me though.
No. Lime juice for some nice acidity.
And to finish, go ahead with the salt.
You need to charge your salt. Salt.
And my secret ingredient that I sometimes like to put in my salsa is a little soy sauce.
That's interesting.
Let's mix that up, making sure everything is nice and evenly coated. And to finish, let's put it onto the chips.
Dude, this is amazing. Whoa. No, seriously, whoa.
Yeah, tastes like Doritos.
So much flavor. That soy sauce comes through so perfectly.
And with all these extra scraps that we've saved up from our watermelon so far, let's make some shaved ice.
Let's do it. If you're wondering what this is, it's an ice crusher. And we're gonna use it to make watermelon shaved ice. All you do is simply add in some frozen watermelon and push down to start shaving it. Oh.
I have to say, now that we've put it in a bowl, this looks a lot more like watermelon sorbet, but I guess they are the same thing. Very pure.
It's very pure. I feel healthy.
It's not very sweet.
Not at all.
This is just frozen watermelon shaved up. That's it. But it tastes so much less sweet than biting into a piece of regular watermelon.
Which I kind of prefer.
Let's use this to make something else. If we simply fill up a blender with all of our leftover watermelon shaved ice, we can use it to make a delicious watermelon icy. To give this a nice boost of flavor, we're gonna add a little bit of mint.
Oh, I love the smell of mint.
You know what you do to activate mint? Wake it up?
What? Jeez. It's activated. Can you activate me? We're gonna add in just a little bit of that watermelon juice.
Look at that. I love how you can see all the little...
It's okay. It's okay. It's alright.
What I was gonna say is I love how you can see all the little specks of mint in there. It looks delicious.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Cheers.
I don't think they realize we're not supposed to
Are you
eat them.
talking to me?
Now I'm gonna go activate everything.
Are you talking to me? Oh, sorry. My apologies.
If you can't already tell from the label, we bought a soft serve machine.
They actually bought a industrial soft serve machine.
We got our water and we got our watermelon soft serve mix, and all we gotta do is just mix these two together.
I'm gonna make a vortex. Oh, look at that.
Look at the color change.
It smells like watermelon bubblegum. Yeah. I'm gonna transfer the liquid. Oh.
Is that a good sign? Lid on.
Showtime.
Let's do it.
So once this is at 100%, our ice cream is ready to come out. 25%, 50,
75%, we're getting there. Come on, buddy, get there.
99.
Let's go.
99. Oh! We're ready to fill.
Bruh.
That is so awesome.
No way!
Who would have thought?
Aside from the fact that the soft serve actually looks perfect, I love the fact that we have these chocolate chip watermelon seeds. We could open a shop with these.
Yeah, you're right.
Seriously. Holding this makes me feel like I'm sitting in a field in the middle of the summer.
Surrounded by horses.
No horses.
Oh. This is amazing.
Have you ever
I'm gonna have to buy my family a soft serve machine. Oh dear God.
You know what we need to complete our summer experience?
What?
Popsicles.
Let's do it.
First things first, watermelon into a blender. Fun fact while we're doing this, do you know what percentage of a watermelon is actually water?
80?
It's actually 92% water.
So we're just eating water.
That's why it's called a watermelon.
Oh.
Oh yeah!
Let's go.
Alright.
We're gonna go ahead and fill up our popsicle mold.
About 3/4 of the way full. We need to leave room for the rest of the watermelon popsicles because they're gonna be green, so it looks like a watermelon.
This is literally the easiest and best thing to make for the summer.
I totally agree. Anything with watermelon, you can't go wrong.
Can't.
We're gonna get fancy. We're gonna put some mini baby chocolate chips in there for the watermelon seeds.
That's awesome.
Now at this point, we want to freeze these for a little bit and then stick the popsicle sticks in. The next layer, which is gonna represent that little white part between the watermelon rind and the actual watermelon, is some coconut milk. And finally, we have the perfect watermelon pop.
No way!
It's insane how perfect these look, right?
You got the kiwi layer, you got the coconut layer, and then you got the majority watermelon juice. It just resembles it so well. Look at that. Perfect.
Let's make something even sweeter though.
This next one is called Korean sugar syrup, and the good thing about it is it only takes 2 ingredients.
All you have to do is layer sugar and the fruit of your choice back and forth in a glass container. We are, of course, using watermelon. And the greatest thing about this hack is that it does all the work for you. I've already personally tried it with strawberries and dragon fruit, and this is my 3rd time making it. Once we've topped it off, I'll close this up, and it's super easy. This just goes in the fridge for 1 week. We made it a little bit ahead of time, too. Smart. Let's open it up. Get ready for the smell.
Oh, smells like watermelon. It really doesn't have that big of a...
Yeah, it just smells like watermelon. All right, well, wait, just wait a second. It's broken down into this really soft and squishy and almost sort of taffy-like consistency.
It's not bad.
Tastes like a watermelon sugar pickle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. Taffy. Consistency. No, not really.
Now, with this Korean sugar syrup, there are a ton of different uses. The color of this is super nice, too.
So vibrant.
But we're gonna make lollipops. Watermelon lollipops. This green contraption here is a lollipop mold. And we're simply gonna take our droppers and then carefully fill up our molds. Once they've all been filled all the way up to the top, we'll carefully place in our lollipop sticks. This looks awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
Here's the finished product. A perfect watermelon lollipop. Lollipops are cool, but you know what's even cooler? We're gonna make some watermelon tanghulu. I've made tanghulu so many times now that I don't even measure anymore. I just add a bunch of sugar and a little bit of water into a pot, and then we'll cook this down into our tanghulu liquid. Once our sugar reaches that perfect temperature, it's time to dip. I have this little method where I tilt the pan to the side like this. Gives you extra dipping space.
Smart. All we have to do is take our watermelon cubes and carefully dip that into our sugar and straight into our ice bath.
We'll know we've done this properly if we have a perfect, beautiful, shiny glazed layer on the outside of our watermelon cubes.
True. Can I have yours?
Next up, we're making one of my personal favorites, watermelon fruit leather.
Nick, you've made this a million times. Do we have to do it again?
To be fair, I think I've probably made fruit leather out of every single fruit in this world.
Yeah, we all know.
We might not have made fruit leather today, but we'll move on to a hack that uses fruit leather. We're starting off with some fruit by the foot.
Brings back childhood memories.
The sweet flavor of all natural and non-artificial watermelon.
100% organic.
We'll bring back in some of these party sticks from earlier in the video.
Now you just take that fruit roll up, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap our watermelon. You shaboozle it, you know what I mean?
No. Oh, it fits perfect.
Same here, look at that.
Oh, come on.
Look at that.
I think mine looks better.
It does look a lot better. And now we're just gonna take a clean plate and pour in some of that chamoy.
What is in chamoy for people that don't know?
I don't know what's in chamoy.
It's a condiment that basically is just filled with different dried fruits and chili peppers.
Now we're gonna take our watermelon and just dip it into the chamoy sauce. Make sure you cover all sides. Make sure to do the top. People forget the top.
As the finishing touch, we're gonna sprinkle tahini all across our Mexican watermelon. Don't forget the seeds. We almost forgot the top.
And as our last step, to level up our Mexican watermelon, we want to squeeze some lemon. Let's make 2 more.
Instead of making more Mexican watermelon, let's make some watermelon cotton candy. This is our watermelon sugar, and when we're ready, we turn it on and now we wait.
It's like we're at the carnival. So how do you do this?
Never made cotton candy.
I've never made cotton candy in my life. Is that a common thing?
Just watch, okay?
Whoa, it looks like spider web.
See it? You can see it just sort of very quickly forms this loose fiber around the edge of it. We go in, we spin, and we just keep spinning. Collect all of the cotton candy. Look at that. Now it's going. See how it's going fast now? And then we're just good now at this point.
Look at that.
Gorgeous, right?
That is beautiful.
Watermelon cotton candy.
Here I go.
Go quick, because the sugar's building up on the edge.
Oh boy, baby. Yes, yes. No, watch this. Super simple.
A little more gradual spin. A little higher up.
Oh, higher up. Oh, you're right. I could do this all day.
Yeah.
Look how mine came out.
What are you doing? A little bit of a fun fact for you here, Patrick. This sugar, it's called unicorn bacon.
What a great name.
It's all the collected sugar on the side, and it's nice and crunchy and has kind of a unique texture to it.
That's crunchy.
Yeah.
It's as good as the cotton candy.
Patrick, I have even more watermelon sweets for us. Remember that hack a while ago when everyone was making honey jelly?
Yeah.
Watermelon bottled jelly. Inside these bottles is
Oh
corn
my
syrup
god.
I've shaken it up, then we've frozen it for a little bit. And if I squeeze mine here, it should go straight up. Oh, I need your help. 3, 2, 1.
That's so sick.
That's wild, dude.
No.
That is yikes.
That's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with the cotton candy.
We're going from jelly to jello.
Oh.
I didn't want to wait for the jello to actually set, so I made this ahead of time. We turned the entire thing into watermelon juice, we added gelatin, and now it should be jello.
So if I cut into this, there's jello.
Hope so. Go ahead.
Alright. Oh my.
Patrick, why would you cut it like that?
Oops.
I made backups.
Oh, okay.
But it is jello.
Yeah, it is definitely jello, and it smells like watermelon. That's.
You hear that? Why don't I cut it?
Oh, you got a better
It
one.
smells like watermelon.
That's so cool.
And you could see like the watermelon pull.
Yeah. Let me get another slice so we can be buddies.
Sorry for ruining your last watermelon.
It's fine. This is just a fun thing to make and a fun thing to do.
You know what this reminds me of? Going to birthday parties as a kid. We also had pizza. This next one might upset some Italians. We're making watermelon pizza. So we're just gonna cut out a thick slice out of our watermelon. Just be careful when doing it. Don't do it like Nick. I'll place that on top of the pizza pan. Start off with the pizza sauce.
Put it right around. Not too much, but not too little either.
Fun fact, I used to work at Domino's Pizza when I was younger.
So he knows how to make a good pie. Next up, we'll go on with some low moisture mozzarella cheese.
And of course, we can't forget about the pepperonis.
I like it when it's a little more spread, kind of, haphazardly.
Yeah, well, at Domino's, a medium pizza had 28 pepperonis.
I want to argue with you on the placement and how much you put here, but I'm not going to because you work at Domino's.
Thank you.
We're going to finish this off with some fresh mint as opposed to basil. Mint works so much better with a watermelon. Gorgeous.
And as a finishing touch, I'm going to go in with some salt.
And a tiny little drizzle of olive oil.
Oh, that looks so amazing.
Into the oven at 500 degrees Fahrenheit.
After a few minutes, our pizza is ready.
Call me crazy, but the watermelon pizza looks good.
You're not crazy.
It cuts really well.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is we didn't quite fully melt the cheese on here, but otherwise,
It looks amazing. Cheers.
yeah. I'm a big crust guy, so.
What? Compared to a regular pizza, it's juicier.
What about compared to pineapple pizza?
Actually, this is a little bit better.
And what exactly, you might be wondering, will we do with these crusts? Well, you can make pickled watermelon rind like my mom always loves to do at home, or you can make sour gummy worms.
Oh, my favorite.
We're gonna take off just that white part that's sort of in between the rind and the watermelon.
It should look something like this.
That is then gonna be cut into little strips that look like gummy worms. Instead of using a knife to peel, which is gonna be very slow, we have a little trick, don't we? A box grater. And that's just taking off all the outside layer that we don't wanna eat and leaving just the green part that we can turn into gummy worms. And fast forward to us polishing it off here, that is our naked watermelon.
So now that we got rid of the part we can't eat, we're gonna go ahead and slice off a thin layer of that rind.
This watermelon looks crazy.
Yeah.
And then all we're doing now is turning it into more strips.
Boom.
Now to actually make these, all we need to do is add a little bit of water to a pan.
Our watermelon rinds.
Then some blue raspberry starburst jello. What a weird ingredient. But this is what you do. We should have got watermelon flavor.
Yeah.
That would have been smart.
And just a little bit of sugar.
Wow.
Perfect. Then on goes our burner and we bring this to a boil.
Once it boils, we want to let this keep going until it becomes nice and tender.
It's looking pretty tender to me.
Onto a plate, I'm gonna go ahead and put in some sugar.
And for that super sour taste that you get when you taste any sour candy, we're also gonna lightly dust on some citric acid. Roll it all around, get them nice and sour. They look like worms.
Yeah.
They're soft, they're squishy.
Can you be the mommy bird and I'll be the baby bird and you feed me worms? Wow. It tastes just like a gummy worm. Ooh, it's sour though. Woo.
As crazy as it may seem that we just made a pizza and gummy worms from watermelon, we're gonna do something even worse.
Using the leftover watermelon we have from the gummy worms, let's make watermelon ham.
We are going to basically throw this ham on a grill in a smoker and just let it go until it turns into sort of a meat. So first up, all we have to do is simply go across the entire watermelon and score it. The idea is we want to make it look like one of those sort of classic holiday hams. This is going to give us that nice texture, and also when it smokes, it's going to let more flavor get into it a little bit.
Yeah, we're creating basically more surface area.
You're going to see too, when this is finished cooking, this is going to be a lot smaller if we've done it properly.
Yeah.
But probably about half the size.
Now I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly season this with some salt. You can't forget about the garlic powder, must have on any ham. And after all this, I'm going with just a little bit of that chili powder.
A little? This looks good.
That looks amazing.
It looks like a nice, spiced, flavorful ham. Ready?
Yeah.
Grill time.
Let's go.
The fire might have been a little too much at one point, but it came out looking pretty darn good.
As you guys could tell, we placed some cloves on top of the ham just to give it that classic.
Alrighty, it is time to end the live stream. So, if you guys enjoyed the live stream, leave a like. I will be on tomorrow to finish up the live stream for the morning. Already live stream anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, leave a like button.
I'd say it's more in the rare
Fudge.
than medium.
Let your friends know.